So you've finally seen the light. You realize that mixed grip deadlifting is terrible. Well, where do you go from here? If you're a competitive powerlifter, you only have one realistic option left. My brethren, it is time to join the Hook Grip Master Race. There are two basic obstacles when it comes to learning how to do the hook grip deadlift. The first of which is just learning the basic technique. Where do you put your thumb? Where do you put your finger? How exactly do you hold the bar? The second is desensitizing your thumbs and fingers to the pain associated with hook grip. We're going to go over both of these parts in this video. Basically, a hook grip deadlift is where you place the thumb on the bar first and then wrap your fingers over your thumb to create a really locked-in grip and prevent the bar from rolling out of your fingers. If you pretend that you're viewing my hand from behind me while I'm deadlifting, this is basically what I'm doing. First, I place my thumb across the barbell and I turned it almost parallel with the bar. As you can see, it's probably 15 to 30 degrees off of being parallel with the barbell. Next, I place my first finger on the thumb joint, the last thumb joint, just distal to the joint. I do not cross this joint. Next, my second finger covers my thumbnail and actually reaches just a little closer to me than my thumbnail, but the edge of my finger does not pass the tip of my thumb. Next, the third and fourth fingers grip the barbell directly. From here, this grip is very well locked in and should feel very natural. So one tip here is when you're folding your thumb over, try not to trap any excess skin around this joint. So when placing your thumb, I would put pressure on the barbell and then slide your thumb forward into the place it needs to be, rather than just slapping your thumb down and then dragging your, see how much skin I trap right here? Whenever you lock it in and pull from this point, you will wind up tearing and hurting, causing a lot of pain in this area. So try to smash your thumb into the bar, then push it forward, then fold your thumb where you need to be. This way you're pulling all of this skin away from this joint. Next, you'll need to play around with your finger and thumb position to find out what works for you the best. Because people have different sized and proportioned hands, certain things that work for me might not work for you. So if you have a very small hand, you'll probably be able to barely get your fingers on your thumb as it is. But if you have a very large hand, you have more options. So just kind of play around with this and find out what's most comfortable and lets you lift the most amount of weight. Okay, now you have down the actual basics of how to grab the barbell. Now we need to talk about how to progress from week to week, increasing the amount of weight you can hold with this new grip. When you begin, this is going to initially be too uncomfortable for you to hold your true max, so we need to work on how to increase the amount of weight you can hold. What I recommend is using a combination of hook grip and straps to eventually reach your true max with the hook grip. Doing it my way will allow a slow transition into building your hook grip strength while not actually slowing down your deadlift training at all. I think it would be a shame to limit how much you can deadlift based on how much you can hook grip. When you're initially trying to learn how to use a hook grip, it's a good idea to go ahead and do all of your warm-ups with a hook grip, even if it's a weight you could very comfortably double overhand. Because initially you'll probably be able to double overhand more weight than you can hook grip if you've never trained hook grip before. Most of you start your deadlift warm-ups at about 135, so this is where I expect you to start using your hook grip. The basic idea is to continue your warm-ups using the hook grip as far as you can. I expect most people will not be able to do their working sets with a hook grip the very first few times they try it, but it's important to progress as much as you can. If the first week you're only able to hook grip 225, you should try the next week to try to hook grip 315 if at all possible, or just do more reps with 225. At whatever point you're no longer able to use a hook grip for your warm-ups, you should switch to using straps. You should not switch back to a mixed grip. This is because straps have a more specific carryover to your hook grip positioning. If you continue this basic plan from week to week, you will eventually find yourself being able to hook grip your working sets. So it's important to be consistent with this and always do your warm-ups with hook grip, at least at first. Eventually you won't need to. Once you find yourself able to hook grip through all of your warm-ups, this is where things are going to change. I don't ever like to hook grip more than a rep or two at a time, but I often have working sets of deadlifts for 6 or 8 reps. So what I like to do in these situations to keep myself fresh with hook grip is to still hook grip the last rep of each working set. I will begin each working set by wearing straps, and once I reach the final rep of each set, I will quickly remove the straps and switch to a hook grip. If you're tough enough, you can probably get by without doing this step. However, I don't think it's necessary to train your hook grip to be able to hold more than one rep, and I'm not going to subject my thumbs to this kind of torture. This is actually the same method I used to transition to hook grip for the first time, and it's the same method I plan on using to relearn the hook grip now. I haven't actually regularly deadlifted in about the past 5 months due to getting really busy with school, an injury where I sliced my hand wide open, and a recent injury where I somehow hurt my tailbone. So now that I'm getting back into deadlifting, I'm going to get back into using the hook grip as well. So that about wraps up the basics on how to join the Hook Grip Master Race. If you have any questions or any problems, go ahead and post them in the comments section down below. I'll do my best to answer them. And as always, have a great dang day.